It's story time, bitches, and happy 4th of July! Alright, now that we're back here, we got a special show planned for you people today. As I mentioned, it's story time. If you've been living under a rock or you haven't seen my videos in the past, we kind of did a vote to see what people wanted to see, and they want me to tell stories about my experiences in life. So, what better topic to discuss than immigration, with the 4th of July being here, with ICE being under attack, with all the immigration bullshit going on. And I don't like to get political, but it does, that subject does resonate with me a lot, because guess what? I am an immigrant. Yes, I'm sorry to disappoint, but when I explain to you how I feel about this great country, maybe you'll forgive me. So, before we get started, we are going to pack us a lip of that good old American, 100% American tobacco, Outlaw Lucky Lipper. Now, I have been told that they're almost out of wild watermelon. By the time this video goes up, they probably will be sold out. But you can get this stuff, and also the badass bourbon. But I figured, hey, let's do 100% American dip, since we're going to be talking about some issues that affect this great country. Pack us a lip. Now, my personal favorite is the wild watermelon as far as the Outlaw dip. This is a close second, Lucky Lipper. I'm not going to get too crazy here because I'm going to do a lot of talking today. And because this is green, guess what? The Oh Dear Classic Mud Jug. Brand new Mud Jug. Oh dear! Just an FYI, George over at Tough Guy has upped the nicotine content in the Outlaw and the Tough Guy dips. What can we use? Do we have a code? Mud Jug 10, I think, gets you 10% off. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so anyway, for all of you dipping fools out there, if you're new to this channel, this is a channel about basically smokeless tobacco and smokeless tobacco related products. So because of the immigration title, there might be people who are going to come across the video and go, what in the fuck is this guy talking about? So I don't know if many people know this or not, but I was actually born in Canada. My grandparents on my dad's side were from America. They were Americans, but unfortunately I was born in Canada. And I say unfortunately because Canada is not a country that I'm very proud of. I'm not proud of being from Canada, although there are going to be family members that might see this video and they're going to go, what? Well, most of them know. I came to this country legally, handled my shit. I had some roadblocks in the way. I came to this country and got my shit handled and did it the right way. No offense to anybody who loves Canada and any Canadians. If you love your country, that's great. It's just not for me. I left that country because I didn't like it. And I saw that America was a land of opportunity. So what did I do? I came here. I became a U.S. citizen. This is my passport, so people know that I am not full of shit. I'm going to cover my age and my passport number. Alright, that's my ugly mug. Alright? So as far as I'm concerned, I am an American citizen through and through. My opinion is that when you come here, you should come here legally, number one. You should get your shit in order. And if you want to reap the rewards of this great country, you should become a citizen. If not, you should still support this country. I have never been on any type of social assistance. I have always taken care of my own health insurance. I have never asked for a handout and free shit from anybody. I have created a business that has stimulated the economy and creates jobs, and I pay more taxes than most people make in a year. Now, Canada Day is July 1st, and people who know that I was born in Canada, hey, happy Canada Day, man. And you know what I do? Because I believe that if Canada was so great, that I put a Canadian flag sticker on my truck. Or when the Olympics are going on, I'm rooting for Team Canada. Or if the World Cup is going on, which Canada will never make the World Cup, but I was rooting for Canada. Meanwhile, I'm in this country reaping the rewards, and I'm a U.S. citizen. I don't like that one bit. So that is why I feel the way that I feel. It's not really anything to do with Canada, but I choose to be an American. for many reasons. And so all this shit going on with immigration and all these people during the World Cup. Now, granted, America is not in the World Cup, but I see it. I've seen it in the past with Olympics and whatever. World Cup, when the U.S. has been in the World Cup before. People who are from Germany, from Mexico, from Switzerland, and they're American citizens, some of them of which they were born here, some of them are naturalized and from other countries are rooting for their country of origin. I have a problem with that. I was born in Canada. I lived 5 years in Scotland because my dad worked on the offshore drilling rigs. I lived 5 years in Scotland. I moved back to Canada. I actually moved to Scotland when I was 8 months old, Chris. Crazy, huh? Moved back when I was 5, lived in Scotland, lived in Canada for 13 years, and I have been here for way more than 13 years. In a nutshell, I celebrate July 4th, Independence Day, for this great country. There's a lot of Americans, people who were born here, take this country for granted, and they suck it dry, and they get on welfare, and they milk the system, and then there's other people who are immigrants who come to this country, such as myself, who realize that, and Canada's not bad, but there's people who come from other countries, third world countries that have no opportunity, and they come here and they flourish because they know that America gives them the opportunities that they always wanted and that their country of origin would never give them. And that is why you see so many immigrants, a lot of immigrants, make it and become successful in this country, such as myself. But there are a lot of immigrants that come here and milk the system and don't get their paperwork in order, etc. Getting back to Americans, if Americans actually realize how lucky they have it in this great country and the opportunities that are presented to them, there's so many people bitching about the stupidest shit in this country. That's crazy to me. If they went over to any third world country, anywhere in the world, and saw how people live over there and the lack of opportunities over there, maybe they would actually have a little more respect for the flag and for what this country offers them and what this country is all about. Now, granted, I know, First Amendment, it's their right to be, all these crazy snowflake libtards doing their thing, there's American citizens burning the American flag. Meanwhile, there's some one-legged dude in India dragging himself down the street, begging for change, right? And we're here bitching about shit and burning the flag. Tell me how much sense that makes. So, at the end of the day, I love this country, but there are a lot of Americans that I have a problem with. If that makes sense. There's people that are protesting, and granted, I know that's part of being American, but when you're protesting and you're waving flags from other countries, and you were born here, and you're protesting stupid shit, that is just a big fat slap in America's face. And if you don't want to stand for their national anthem, that's your choice. But again, you're being selfish, you're being ungrateful, and you're not respecting this great country that gives you more opportunity than any other country in the world. And there are people who would give their left nut to come to this country and have the opportunities that Americans take for granted. I did what I had to do to get my shit in order. I'm not here beating my own chest, but I have contributed to society. There's people who come here who come here for work, and they live in this country, and some of them become U.S. citizens, and they make shitloads of money. How would you guys feel if I did videos and celebrated Canada Day and was rooting for Team Canada on everything and had a Canadian flag behind me and had a Canadian flag sticker on my truck, and here I am making good money and taking advantage of this country, and I said, fuck you, I'm not standing for their national anthem, and anything about America is bullshit. How would that make you as viewers feel? I think it'd probably piss you off. And I want to know comments down below. I want to know if I missed something. I want to know, let's have a debate about it, if that's what you feel is necessary. But to me, America comes first. That is why I'm proud to carry this passport around, and I don't give a shit where I go in this world. I tell people I'm American. Love it or leave it, because there's a lot more to love. So, I hope that entertained you folks. We are going to do some giveaways. So, I want you guys to comment down below why you deserve we're gonna give away some Redcon 1 shirts. We're just gonna give them away. We got a couple large here. We got a couple 2X. We're gonna pick a winner. So remember, there's only 2 large and 2 2X. No, what the hell we got? We got, holy shit, we got 5 here. I don't even know, 2X. Anyway, I wanna give these away because Redcon 1 is kind enough to send us free shit and no strings attached. We're gonna pick some winners in the next video. You have to comment and tell me what size you want and tell me why you love this country and why you deserve a Redcon 1 t-shirt. We're also going to give away some Redcon 1 isotope protein powder. This is, I see you eyeing this shit, Chris Dips. Chocolate. Yes, chocolate. So we're going to give that away too. If you do want Redcon 1 products, you can go to Redcon 1's website and use code MUDJUG, give you 10% off. I love their shit. We got more stuff coming. So I'm just gonna start giving it away. There's no strings attached. Got more shit coming from them. Those guys are awesome. Another American company, so we want to support them. That's about it. Get yourself a Oh Dear Mudjug. And some Outlaw Lucky Lipper. I'll leave you with this. Always be a man and reach for that can, because if it ain't dip, it ain't shit. And if you ain't packing, you slacking. And if you don't have gratitude for the good old US of A, there's motherfucking flights leaving every fucking day. I'm out! Me as the model, huh? What do you think, Chris Dips? Catching fish, they're doing giveaways, and we got coupons. Okay, so here's the straight can. That's the straight.